For obvious reasons, it felt appropriate on this, the month of May, to analyse a short film in which two women are stalked in a shopping centre by a malevolent masked man. Those obvious reasons being that, it was recently Friday the 13th, and most films in that franchise also feature a man in a mask. And, like the masked man in this film, he also has a name. The similarities are endless. Okay, they just ended. Possibly in Michigan is an approximately 12-minute experimental musical horror short, the best known work of video artist and university professor Cecelia Condit. Released in 1983, it received viral attention via Reddit in 2015 and via TikTok in 2019. In this feature that was filmed somewhere, possibly in Michigan, friends Sharon and Janice are pursued by a mysterious stranger named Arthur. What a wonderful kind of day. Arthur appears to be attracted to the scent of a perfume they use. He could have just bought the perfume, saved so much time and hassle. I bet he's embarrassed that he didn't think of that. This intriguing premise is presented through captivatingly bold visuals, atmospherically warped audio, using infectious synth-based tunes, and unpredictable plot escalation. The film triumphs in artfully creating a suitable, consistently threatening atmosphere, flavoured by a subtle sense of humour that sometimes softens and sometimes amplifies the discomfort. A major, constant strength of this film, which was edited somewhere, possibly in Michigan, is that it uses its restrictions, whether they are budgetary or otherwise, to its advantage. Location availability was probably limited, so unusual camera angles and editing were used to rectify this. Also, the short length allows little time for character development or honest dialogue, so the characters are formed using alternative techniques. Sharon and Janice speak in unnatural, melodic, robotically flavoured patterns that subtly foreshadow their more unstable qualities. Arthur, meanwhile, carries himself in an almost inhuman fashion, wears a series of distinctive masks, not all at once though, that would just look strange, is compared morbidly to fairy tale figures, which is a detail I particularly enjoyed, while his speech is unpleasantly distorted. These traits add a fascinating, borderline supernatural quality that would be missing if more conventional filming or performance styles were used. These characteristics also represent the film's other major strength, the productive use of surreal ideas. Rather than aimlessly merging random sounds and visuals while using the excuse of it being surreal to justify this, Cecelia Condit ensures that every bizarre creative choice is meaningful. Some enrich the aforementioned characters, some enrich the aforementioned disturbing mood, some add symbolism that encourages viewer interpretation by suggesting depth, which the plot is understandable without, but definitely benefits from the inclusion of. All the while a challenging, complex commentary on subjects such as friendship, intimidation, and psychological disturbances is raised naturally. My only issue is when I need to mention spoilers to explain, so stop watching now to avoid specific plot details, assuming you didn't already stop watching 30 seconds into the video. I know you're out there, I see my analytics. Who am I saying this to? The people that's aimed at left 30 seconds into the video. Anyway, the fact that Arthur isn't masked in his final scene slightly undermines the mystery that was key to his fear factor. While showing him unmasked is potentially a positive choice because it shows dangerous people often look unassuming, it perhaps wasn't presented dramatically enough. Removing his mask after his death may have been more powerful, since by then the audience is no longer encouraged to feel intimidated by him. Although, in defense of this choice, his face being shown before his death may have been an indicator that he was soon to become the subject of violence, making him seem marginally more defenseless beforehand. I retract my criticism, that is genius if it's intentional. If it wasn't intentional, the director should still claim it was. That's what I would do in that situation. That's what we all should do in that situation. So unique and artful is the style of Cecelia Condit that divisive reception is basically guaranteed. Those who generally dislike experimental cinema, musicals or horror are very unlikely to find any value in this offering. since every moment of its almost 12-minute runtime displays at least one, and often all of, these styles. Alternatively, those who generally like experimental cinema, musicals or horror are likely to find immeasurable value in this offering, and are able to view the film via the links displayed in the card above and the description below, which leads to a channel seemingly operated by the writer-director herself, who occasionally responds to comments. If I comment and she doesn't respond, I have this to say: Cecelia, you're breaking my heart. Some may view this short film as chaotic, ridiculous and confusing. Some may view it as hilarious. Some may view it as horrifying. Some may view it as profound. Some may view it as all of the above and always in the most positive ways possible. And that last group of people, at least where this film is concerned, would feel exactly as I do. I bite on the hand that feeds me, slap on the face that eats me. Some kind of animal cannibal. Animal? Cannibal.